Carl, the only daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Robin, is a hardworking lady who is in search of true love. Her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Robin, who are wealthy, want the best for their daughter. They teach her how to make her own money and not depend on their wealth. They are happy when they finally hear that Carl has built her wealth and is still building. Carl's businesses makes her more wealthy. She decides to leave her parents for the new house she has been building, and this gives them a lot of concern, but they later agree with her. She meets a young man named Dylan who comes to work in her house. They get talking and she gets his number when he invites her on a date. She goes for the date with him, and Dylan tries to hook her up with many guys like he does with many girls, but it doesn't work out as Carl has started falling for him. Carl fixes many other dates with Dylan. She only wishes he would get to love her back as she does. Dylan tries his best not to fall in love. He derives pleasure hooking people together, and all who he had done that to always have a great time together. He feels so sad that he is falling in love with Carl and decides not to meet with her again with the excuse that she is wealthier than he is. He only depends on contract jobs he finds sometimes. "Carl, I want you to know that we cannot go on a date ever again," he said to Carl one day, leaving her sad. After a long while of staying away from Carl, he couldn't still get her off his mind, so he had to confess his feelings to her, which made her super excited. They start going out together and Carl forces him to show her his house. After so much force, he finally brings her to his house, telling her how his mother dumped his father, leaving him with his father and taking their whole properties and house. He told of how his father died, leaving him to the house. Carl decided to change his house and clothes in his wardrobe. Their relationship went well. They traveled around the world exploring everywhere. Their relationship grew stronger for 2 years till something happened. A lady named Clara tried seducing Dylan and he fell for her. Clara used the name of another worker to show that she was still loyal to Carl. Carl later finds out that Clara had done it and is sad as she had punished the wrong person for the offense of Clara. Dylan later comes back to Carl, who had promised herself never to fall in love again. Carl couldn't get to forget Dylan same as he, but she decided to stay away from him but accepts him back after long, as she could not get him out of her mind. Dylan was so happy when she accepted him back and promised never to let her go. A year after that they got married and lived happily together.